how you boost your intrinsic motivation as an entrepreneur. Now, first of all, we got to understand the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation means that you're doing something because of something external of you, because of reaching the goal. You want to have a nice car, you want to impress women or men, maybe even you're just going to the gym and want to look good, and you want to be very muscular just so you can push your ego. That's all still considered sort of extrinsic motivation. And intrinsic motivation, on the other hand, has nothing to do with achieving the goal. Somebody who's intrinsically motivated enjoys the process. You're enjoying doing it. You play tennis not because you want to become a professional star and get a lot of attention. You just enjoy playing tennis. You just really enjoy the process of doing that. And studies have shown that people who are intrinsically motivated are more successful actually, right? Because they put much more effort into the process itself. So the output is actually much more powerful. You're much more motivated on the long run. If there are some backlashes or some failures that you do experience, you're not demotivated and you're like, oh, maybe I'm not achieving my goal now. No, you're like, well, whatever, I still enjoy the process, so let's continue. And that's also what's making you much more successful. So there's a lot of benefits to intrinsic motivation, and I would actually always prefer intrinsic motivation, except from some situations, but that's not relevant to talk about right now. But intrinsic motivation is mainly the source that you want to go through. And a lot of people think about raising their motivation about the idea of the what. So what am I doing? If I'm not passionate about something, maybe I need to do something different. I need to do and aim for something else. So the what is very prevalent in people's head. But actually, it's not so much about the what, and it's much more about the how. So how am I doing things? And what I'm proposing here now, it's a very simple 3-step blueprint that is helping you to increase your intrinsic motivational level. And the idea here is to just satisfy 3 psychological needs, which have nothing to do about what you're doing, but all about how you're doing it. So there are 3 psychological needs that you want to make sure that they are satisfied, and then your intrinsic motivation will increase. The first one is not authenticity, but it's autonomy. Autonomy means, in a sense, you have freedom. If your boss just comes to you, and you don't have a boss, but if somebody's coming to you, maybe you're coming to your employees and you're just telling them, hey, just do it that way, and there's no other way, just go for it. People will not be so much intrinsically motivated. They're not enjoying the process. What you could do to raise the motivation of your employees is to either give them choice. So if they say, hey, you can either do it that way or that way, you decide, or this is the goal. Next week we'll have a meeting just to check in. I want to see how far you come. You can decide how you reach that. And then you can guide them once a week. Or sometimes there are situations where you just have to do things, and then you can explain people why they're doing it. If you explain people why they're doing something, they will understand it and they will notice, yeah, well, okay, I think it's actually a good idea to do that. So they feel autonomy in a sense, because they notice, I want to do this because I know why it's important. And you can do this with yourself as well. You can broaden your horizon and ask yourself, hey, I'm always doing it that way. Do I need to do it that way? Can I maybe change it up? Also reconnecting yourself to your values and your purpose and asking yourself, why am I doing all that? Does that make sense? Again, increasing your level of autonomy. That's a big psychological need everybody has. So fulfill that one. The second one is competence. Everybody wants to feel competent. If you're working on something, for example, your business, and you feel like it's not getting ahead at all, you're not feeling competent, you're losing the joy of it, right? People enjoy what they're good at. And you can do this by tangibly get feedback, get mentorship, get coaching. It helps you to improve, and then you feel more competent. It could be also to set more tangible goals. So you're noticing, hey, I'm getting ahead, I'm doing the right things. So I feel like things are moving forward. I feel like what I'm doing has an effect. Also raises competence. And there are many other ideas, but make sure that you feel competent or your employees feel competent. And the last psychological need is relatedness. Very important. I, for example, often notice that I mainly do online coaching. People, like most of my clients are from the US. I'm living in Germany, but also people from all over the world, like Egypt, France, Australia, literally like South Africa, literally everywhere over the world. That means, though, I'm sitting a lot in my room talking with my laptop. And yes, I talk to my clients and it's very powerful. It gives me a lot of energy. But at the end of the day, I haven't talked to anybody physically. And I want also this feeling of relatedness in my life. And I noticed some days in the past, it really sucked a little bit out of my energy because I'm lacking this feeling of relatedness. So I basically transformed my entire environment. I did more collaborations. I worked with people together. I wrote a book with somebody together. I'm more collaborating also with companies within Germany. I'm more spend time with other coaches, other CEO coaches, and meet up with them, do masterminds, exchange knowledge, brainstorm together, improve our psychological skill set. So I'm making sure that I more feel the sense of relatedness. Also, I'm living now in a big city where most of my friends are. This is where I can meet a lot of people very fastly. So after work, I can easily connect with friends and here also get my feeling of relatedness. So there's a lot of opportunities how I increased my sense of relatedness. And you can do this with yourself too. You can also even increase that with employees. Studies have shown that either even just fun activities or just having fun with your employees can actually, in a sense, increase this feeling of relatedness, but also having deep conversations, very authentic conversations, one-on-one conversations with people in your company, just asking honestly, hey, how are you doing? And really show that you care. That also increases the sense of relatedness. So those are the three ideas: autonomy, competence, relatedness. This theory is, by the way, called self-determination theory. This is my personal favorite theory all over psychology because it's simple, powerful, very effective. If you're asking yourself, okay, this theory makes sense and I do want to increase my level of intrinsic motivation, but how exactly am I doing this? I need more ideas, I need more one-on-one guidance, then schedule a call with me. There's a link in the description box below the video. There you will be guided to a landing page and then you can fill out a survey, and then we'll soon during the next days have a full hour strategy and consultation call where we get deeper into your life, where you're at, and work out a custom strategy to increase your level of intrinsic motivation. Free call, you have nothing to lose. So again, just click the link below the video and I'm talking to you soon.